the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. And the Noles headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. On the move, he fires. Just had to get rid of it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Finds his man down the middle. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Seminoles offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The 3 of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Biletnikoff awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times.
Now, you talk about a sideline that was jacked up, excited for the big punt return. And then, man, he makes the big mistake, puts it on the deck, and the momentum goes shifted right back to the other side.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play fake. Look out! Left side is Bowers. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Grab behind the line. It's Skinner. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty at 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Richardson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hand off, Isaac Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
Hand off for Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be...
Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together.
Sneaks into the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like, sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. But I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football. fall back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Croma. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Berry. Gets a hand in there.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Making the adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Needs it. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Berry. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on 2nd down. In the red area, it's Croma. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these two wide receivers are putting up. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Runs through a tackle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just feeds the running back. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. A give to Brown. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Tight end now in motion. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Left side is Reed. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. It is good. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, it's Croma. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through and play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the 2nd half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty. It's not fun. But let's finish strong throughout this conference play. And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Third and long coming up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Louisville has it back on the offense, coming out ready to attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Caught. It's Lopez. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to...
Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clubbed.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they've regained the lead.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Off-play action on first down. Had to force that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking long. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Sets his feet. It's Sperry. Finds his man. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snapped on 4th down. Rush right in his face. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with the Louisville head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The give. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Croma. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Seminoles have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Croma. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Moves the pocket. It's Sperry. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Noles send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Running inside, it's Brown. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Back's got it on the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. There he goes. Open it up. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. This offense has it with really good field position. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dropping back, it's Sperry. Out wide right, it's Lopez. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Run in the red zone, it's Croma. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going for 6. He caught it. Touchdown Seminoles. And that one will give him the lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Hard running there. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. One more time, it's Brown. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Turns it on down the left side. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Noles. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Brown again. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Foley. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 3rd. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the back. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They'll run it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Turns into the pile. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They get him down, and that'll play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll give it to Brown. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The sure hands, it's Skinner. Inside the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Got his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in straight.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage here. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Right side, it's Hughes. There he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Sells to fake. Makes the grab. Fighting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Just keeps slinging it. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. He wants it all. And they will score. Touchdown, Louisville. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out wide right, it's Lopez. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. How they get the first down, you don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to pass, it's Berry. Stepping to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Riles. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The give to the left side. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Right back to it. He breaks a tackle. Louisville calls its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've been really good moving the chains on third down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Pulls it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hits inside. It's Croma. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Florida State 38, Louisville 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down to the air. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The Hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Pulled to the ground.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know